It is difficult to discuss the success of the Nigerian film industry, popularly known as Nollywood, without talking about the star actors who have won the hearts of many over the years. Some of these actors have carved a niche for themselves in a way that they have become synonymous with certain roles. But in the past years, new generation of star actors have emerged who tend to be acting like some of these older actors. And film producers these days seems to be casting these younger stars in the same role we knew these iconic actors for. So in this video, I will be sharing with you 10 Nollywood old and young actors who had the same kind of role in movies. Number 1. Chiwetalago and Elvis Chibuikem. Chiwetalago has done impressively well for himself as an actor and has gained popularity in comic and epic films. The way he garnishes his words with funny slangs has distinguished him from other actors. The younger actor who acts like Chiwetalago is Elvis Chibuikem. The way Elvis Chibuikem talks and carries himself in movies make many believe that he's trying to step into the shoes of Chiwetalago, but he stated during an interview some time ago that he's not trying to copy Chiwetalago or anybody, and that is the way he talks in real life. Many at first thought he is the biological son to Chiwetalago because everything about them is unique, especially their proverbs and slangs. Number 2. Nkem Owo and Monago Collins. Since he shot to prominence several years ago, Nkem Owo has remained a strong force to reckon with in Nollywood. Despite the acute competition in the industry, his position in Nollywood has remained unchanged and unchallenged. But over time, we have seen a younger actor who seems to be acting just like him in films, and his name is Monago Collins. The kiss of Nkem Owo and Monago Collins is even more spectacular because both men share a striking resemblance. When Monago Collins emerged on the mainstream of Nollywood a few years ago, many of us even thought that he was Nkem Owo's younger brother, only to realize that they are not related at all. Monago Collins is often stereotyped as a mischief maker in films, which often reminds us of Nkem Owo back in the days, and he even talks and acts like the legendary actor Nkem Owo. Number 3. Kanayo O Kanayo and Yul Edochie. As Nollywood evolved over the years and ritual-related films became a common storyline in the industry, one man who was seen often in many of such films is Kanayo O Kanayo. He was so good in ritual films that many Nollywood movie producers and directors were casting him in such roles, and he indeed made a name for himself in that regard, as people often call him Nai Ritual. But in the past years, the younger actor who seemed to be stepping into the shoes of Kanayo O Kanayo is Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie has been cast as a ritualist in many films in recent years, and he has been quite excellent in those films. He seems to be the toast of producers in ritual films in modern day Nollywood, and he kills every role relating to ritualists in movies. Number 4. Pet Edochie and Ugezu Je Ugezu. Pet Edochie is a man who doesn't joke with tradition, and the same applies to Ugezu Je Ugezu. If you were born in the early 90s, you understand what I'm talking about. Pet Edochie always played the role of a traditional prime minister, also known as Onowu, who is always stronger than the king himself. And if you check in the recent produced Nollywood movies, you realize that Ugezu Je Ugezu is adopting the same style of acting. Pet Edochie is a Nollywood actor that always uses proverbs and riddles while speaking, and the same thing applies to Ugezu Je Ugezu. Anyone who watches a movie, especially an epic movie acted by Ugezu Je Ugezu, will always remember the legendary Nollywood actor Chief Pet Edochie. Number 5. Mercy Johnson and Destiny Etiko. Mercy Johnson is undoubtedly one of Nollywood's sweethearts, and her versatility in romantic roles had made her a force to reckon with more than a decade ago. But after her marriage to Prince Okoje in 2011, Mercy Johnson stopped taking up romantic roles, and the actress who seems to be acting like her now is Destiny Etiko. Destiny Etiko reminds us of Mercy Johnson before she got married. It is not surprising that Destiny Etiko regards Mercy Johnson as her role model, and Mercy Johnson even calls her my daughter. And good enough, Destiny Etiko is blessed with curves just the way Mercy Johnson is. Mercy Johnson and Destiny Etiko are related in movies because they play almost the same kind of role in movies.